We came up with a name and it was called Brishop, yeah?
Yeah.
And we had this logo and it was like Brishop and then a mic coming out of the thing. Looking like so corny. I bought the domain for it, we set the Facebook up, everything. The day before we were gonna launch, Gabriel messaged me like, yo bro, I don't know about it, you know? And I was like, thank fuck, like, because I've been thinking about this all weekend.
My name's Gabriel.
My name is Alex Rodriguez.
We run a record label called VRBL Records. We have a radio show on 1020. We put on nights.
We are a Bristol-based brand, but we kind of do things every now and then around the country. Leicester, Manchester, London.
Somewhere we've done some weird ones, man. VRBL, it's a rap label in the kind of broadest sense of the term. Me and Alex have always kind of loved just, rap music, hip hop, grime. The kind of in between different genres and people that are kind of progressing things and pushing it forward. We kind of almost saw a bit of a gap in the market in Bristol in that we didn't really see any nights that were kind of pushing that you know, like for the weirdos, you know what I mean, for the people that wanted something that's not just straightforward like one thing or one genre.
Like Bristol traditionally has had a really big UK hip hop scene, and there is also quite a big grime scene and I guess even a drill scene emerging here. But for us, we're kind of like in between all of those things.
So if you look at our logo, it's literally just a white VRBL on the black circle, and it's just like super minimal. It's like purposefully ambiguous, so whatever we want to put under that bracket, you've got the space to do that. So we started off initially, we just wanted it to be a night, and we just put on like it wasn't like a regular night, we did it like every few months. And those were really successful, and we did that for about a year. But because I rap, and we'd always kind of had an ambition to become like a label and start putting out music, we kind of, after about a year of doing events, we were like, okay, we need to focus on and make it into a label now, start putting out music.
At the end of every show that we did, we'd do like an open mic cypher, and a bunch of MCs would come on. And for us, it was a really good place to kind of meet like-minded people that were interested in the same scene. So we met a bunch of people that kind of listened to the same people as us. It acted as like a social hub. So with that, we then started working with a bunch of those MCs that would come down.
So we got our team together, me, Alex. We've got a rapper called Silla B, who's from Bristol. A rapper called Press One, who's from London. Young Toro and Fabian Darcy are both from Swindon. Over the last few years, we've just been putting out music and trying to make some noise. I really look to TDE, which is Kendrick Lamar's label. When you look at them and the way that they started out, they didn't come out super polished and with loads of investment and stuff. We've always had that attitude of kind of like a DIY attitude of like, let's just go and do it and then we can make it, do you know what I mean? We can make it perfect later on. Yeah. But it's better to be doing something than waiting.
For me at least, growing up, the people that I really looked up to it and the music that I listened to was kind of always crews, starting off from Wu-Tang, but then like Pro Era and Odd Future. And I've always just kind of thought that people are stronger as a crew. In the early days of getting together, I think that magic was kind of there. We found this group of people that we work really well with, and that, like, we can kind of vibe off and have that same dynamic as like they had with Odd Future.
UK artists are dominating the charts and stuff now, and not just that, but I feel like there's just a different kind of respect for it now that there kind of wasn't so much. Also the way that all the sounds are blending into each other and cross-pollinating.
The burst of the grime scene, the emergence of that has kind of cemented the UK sound. For the first time in like 25 years, there is now a definite sound coming out of the UK that has been emulated all over the world. You've got grime in Australia, you've got American grime, you've got like Brazilian grime. But then what has come from that is these grime artists being able to branch out and make music that isn't just grime. So obviously Stormzy is testament to that.
Album,
Exactly, and it's really, really great to see. We are in a golden age of UK music. I remember the first time I listened to like maybe it was like Jesse James Solomon or something like that. And I was like, wow, there's actually music that like represents me and where I come from and the kind of the sound that like I see of growing up.
Someone like Jesse James would have been one of the influences of that, of why we wanted to start VRBL, because it's not boom bap music, but it's not, I don't know, he's not super gangster either. He just kind of talks about his life and stuff. The radio things are really good because it's a good place to kind of bring together everything that we're doing and as a label, but also putting on artists like from the underground and bigger that kind of we mess with and want people to hear their music.
I always thought that radio as a medium is a great platform for just expressing ideas and getting concepts through that you can't really do in traditional media.
We always shout out Chris Moyles and, Scott Mills as our top influences.
Obviously, on the way to school, it would
ones.
always be Chris Moyles, and he kind of was like a father figure to me for a little bit, you know.
I think for us as well, it is also just a kind of selfish thing and why we enjoy doing radio so much, because just talking about music and talking shit about music is pretty much what I do day to day anyway, and putting playlists together and stuff. I love doing that stuff, so if there's a purpose for it and you can share that and hopefully some people appreciate it.
Right, third Thursday of every month from 7 till 9. 10:20.live. You can catch us, The Verbal Show, Gabriel Waves, Alex Rodriguez.
I try, but I don't always win, no. But as long as I'm involved, I know that there's still hope I can hit gold.